Naruma Fujima may seem like a normal high school student at first glance, but his reality is he's a pessimistic outsider due to his father's work, and he is constantly transferred schools and thus never managing to be part of any society. When he is forced to join the garden club by his cheerful classmate Ayaka Tsuguji, Namori encounters the genius hacker Alice, who lives in isolation above Humuri, the ramen shop, where Aka works part-time. He then discovers that Alice is running a special private detective agency, and that all her professional associates refer to them as NEETs, not in education, employment, or training. Joining the NEETs detective agency due to his personal connection to a criminal case, Nari finds himself entangled in a world of dangerous investigations conducted by the ill-assorted group of detectives, all the while trying to track down the crime syndicate which seems to have a mystery tied to Alice. This anime has about 12 episodes, premiered July 2nd, 2011 to September 24th, 2011. Based on a light novel, it is mystery. Each episode is 26 minutes per episode, rated R and 17 plus for violence and profanity. Let's get started into the review. What I really like about having Memo Pad, that is the English title for this anime, but the Japanese title is Kamini Sama no Michochu. And what I really like about it gets off like the detective style, and it's more, I feel like it's more of a detective anime than anything else. And I feel like this anime takes a lot of time and effort to create realistic situations that people might be going through in Japan with a genius hacker the realms of the whole plot. And as the plot keeps unraveling, it unravels each mystery that are more enticing and exciting as the next. And all the characters are, growing as the story continues, and they're changing as the anime moves forward. Now, when it comes to that, I feel like with this story, it's the first episode starts off really well. You have a high school boy accidentally encountering strange people, and then getting involved with them, and then eventually joining their ranks, which I thought was really intriguing. Normally, high school are like, I don't want anything to do trouble, I'm not joining. But then after the anime picks up a little bit more, and more in depth, I should say, the characters start showing more of their finesse, their appeal, their catalysts, and what makes them tick, and what is their motivation and unit and purpose, and the role that they serve. And them being as a detective for these people who they help in these cases, imply much more deeper depth of this anime, along with the mysterious. And another aspect that I think of focuses on the how of the mystery rather than the who, what, when, or where. When we're actually watching it, the truth of some of these cases that seem really strange, especially with the process and method that are done to achieve these. Alice and her group, seem to uncover much more than just the simple case that are handed or that fall into their lap. And then what I really like, the unique point of this anime is that, each of these characters have their own spotlight. Now, and what I mean by that is that they bring something to the table when it's their time to be encountered in the scene. For it be Alice in high school that eventually joins her case, I think something as far as their growth and helping with the pacing of the story does really well. I feel like when we have the word "need" in there, it does have a double meaning. But in this case, with Alice and her group of assistance of helping her case, along with Narumi as he eventually becomes her assistant, track down various cases in Tokyo. And I feel like, that along with the Zakia group, the premise and sentence not tends to go sideways, but you're more for what you bargained for, but in a good way. And I feel like when you have detective animes that go more in the shonen route, especially with battle or sports, this anime shows friendship, determination, justice, morality, belonging, and a search for purpose in life and love. There is a good bit of action, a lot of brilliant scenario, a little bit of brute force at the end, but with anime doesn't have any of those great details in it, especially when you have the main character who is a hacker and a detective surrounded by a lot of plus stuffed animals because yet again she's still a child while hiding and dealing with her own demons. When I will say it did end off on a good note, I can't wait to discover more detective animes in the series. I want to thank you all again for my lovely subscribers who have tuned in. We reached 200 subscribers. Let's see if we can reach our next goal of 300. But until then, check out having a Memo Pad if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. And also comment down below any anime you want me to review next. But until then, have a great day. Bye.